Good evening, everyone. I wanted to warn you right now. If you're looking for a warm, fuzzy, feelings first environment, City Tutoring is not for you. And by the way, before I even begin, those of you might notice a change. I listened, we heard, we listened, and I now have a microphone. I don't want to show it on camera because I don't like to promote certain products, but I do have a microphone now. So those of you who were harassing me, annoying me about the microphone, I now have a microphone. Hopefully that quiets down some of the complaints about the sound quality. I do have a microphone now. But going back to the topic of this video, if you're used to being coddled, if you're used to being praised for trying, or given partial credit for effort, you're going to hate City Tutoring. You see, I'm one of the few academies in America. I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm giving you the whole truth. Most academies will try to tell you how wonderful you're going to feel in their academy. I tell you that you're probably not going to like City Tutoring. You see, that's the opposite approach. I'm not trying to sell you a product. I'm trying to get you to change your attitude of mind. But this is a good place if you're tired of the fluff. If you want results, rigor, and reality, then you can keep listening. Because I want to talk about 10 things before I go on my evening walk here in Lynchburg. Those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Alfred Cromwell, by the way. I am the founder and president of City Tutoring. I am in Lynchburg, Virginia. It's a beautiful part of the United States. We are blessed in many ways. We don't have some of the crazies you see out in San Francisco or Los Angeles or New York, for that matter. But we're going to talk about 10 things that will absolutely shock you about City Tutoring. If you're an American student, especially, going to the average, mediocre American public school. Number one, we do not allow calculators here at City Tutoring. Not in this lifetime. Not in algebra, not in geometry, not in pre-algebra, not even if you're grasping your way through long division. If an 8-year-old farm boy in 1902 could do it between milking the cows and chopping wood, you have no excuse. You use your brain. It's free, trust me. And unlike your iPhone, it doesn't need charging. Almost no other, I don't think those of you watching me from another country, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I have a lot of experience with other countries because I've lived in many places. No other country allows, in their, at least not at their high school level exams, or unless it's a very specific exam, most instructors in other countries do not allow calculators. And I think that's a good approach. There's no reason why you should be using calculators in algebra. Unless you wanted to do something more advanced. Once you master the material, I am aware that there is technology. Some of the subscribers I have on the channel, they're a little bit deluded about me. They think that I don't know that technology exists. Of course I know. And of course I know you can use it, but you're not using it in my class. In my class, you're going to master the material. Number two, we don't do group work here at City Tutoring. There are no trust falls, no glitter glue, no group hugs. We don't do collaborative learning. In reality, what you have with collaborative learning, you're a parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You get 4 children, they sit around while one of the students does all the work. You don't get smarter by watching the top student carry the team. You just get sneakier. And it doesn't work here at City Tutoring. At City Tutoring, you are on your own. And that's how we like it. Because the world doesn't give out promotions based on team spirit. It rewards most places in the world, unless you're not living in a free society, but most normal places reward competence, knowing your material. And competence is not earned alone. It is earned it's a combination of things. It's a combination of working. Yes, there is a part that is alone, but there is also working intelligently and mastering the material. So there is a part where you're alone, but it's also solve one problem at a time. There has to be some kind of individual struggle. Number three, we call out grades out loud. Oh, yes, we read them out. You did well, we applaud you. You slacked off, every single classmate is going to hear it. It builds character and it builds accountability. Number four, there is a component of memorization. Now, it doesn't mean that you learn everything with memorization. It just means that you will memorize the important formulas for an exam. You will recite the times tables. If you're in elementary, we're not ashamed of it. That's how mastery is built. The fifth point is that we call out laziness. We don't want this academy to be filled with lazy loafers. If you got a 97, the room will know. If you got a 42, the room will really know. We don't whisper, we don't sugarcoat. Because in the real world, no one hides your performance to spare your feelings. They fire you. We believe shame can be a great teacher, and pride an even better one. Not in the sinful sense of pride, however. I'm talking about pride in the sense of dignity. Let's be clear about that. You'll either rise or you'll squirm, but either way, you'll remember the lesson. And by the way, that's how we used to be in America. I grew up, I'm not old. I don't consider myself to be old relative to life expectancy today. I'm a relatively young man. And I remember not too long ago in seventh and eighth grade, teachers would actually call out your grades in front of the whole class. So some of you who might be thinking, "Oh, well, that's not the American way." Oh, it most certainly is the American way. What is not the American way is the apostasy that we have today in America. That is what is alien to our heritage, to our culture. The America we see today has nothing to do with the real America of even the recent past. So don't get things confused. And if you're of a certain age, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're above the age of 40, you know very well teachers used to call out the grades in class. Number six, we demand silence. Silence spoken here. This is not a coffee shop. There's no such thing as productive noise, not the soft hum of chaos. We have good, old fashioned, dead quiet focus, the kind you can hear. There's no chatting, there's no fidgeting, no side conversations about, oh, I don't get this. If you have a question, you raise your hand. If you have a complaint, you keep it to yourself. No griping here. That's unscriptural, by the way. This is a place of concentration, and commentary is reserved for literature courses. And sometimes when we have a seminary in math, I myself encourage commentary and debate. But what really no one teaches these days is how to sit still and think. And at City Tutoring, that's not optional. That is the standard. You have to think about things here. And that's why we're so popular, not just in the Lynchburg area, but also nationwide. A lot of parents, they hire our services because they already know the service they're going to get. You might think that this is a promotion, but it really isn't, because if it were a promotion, I would be telling you how wonderful it is. I would be telling you that everybody's going to feel happy at City Tutoring, but that's not the case. I am telling you that City Tutoring is special. It's different. We attract a very unusual kind of crowd. So I'm not promoting anything. I'm just telling you the truth. Point number 7. Your self-esteem, whatever that means, is not my job. Because confidence comes after competence. You're not going to be praised here for doing the bare minimum. No other country in the world does that, by the way. You don't hear kids in France being praised for trying. You don't hear it in Italy. You don't hear it in Spain. You are praised when and if you earn it. Point number 8: tardiness has consequences here. 3 minutes late, you missed the class. No do overs, no extensions. Time is money, time is a currency, and we don't waste it. So unless you come in late, if you are an in-person student, my in-person students know this. If you are an in-person student, you come in with your parents, and your parents have a reason. Of course, we will respect the parents' decision, because we also respect parental authority here. We're not like the public schools. We respect parental authority. But what I'm saying is, if you're on your own and you come to school because you feel like it and you want to be late, that doesn't work out like that here. At that point, you're absent or you're truant, and truancy is not tolerated here. Number 9, there are no Chromebooks here. There's no TikTok. There are no TikTok breaks. We have pencils, notebooks, and your full attention. That's how it is across most of the world, by the way. And you might wonder, why are the kids in China or other countries doing so well? That's one of the reasons why. They don't allow the same level of technology that American schools, public schools, allow in their classrooms. We don't allow those contraptions in our classrooms here, whether you be an online student or whether you would be an in-person student. Uh, the last point I want to make is, we don't care if you're bored. This isn't Netflix. This is education. I'm not here to entertain you. You don't have to be entertained. You come here to learn. So look, city tutoring is not for everyone, but it's really for those who want the real thing. That's the hard thing, the thing that actually works. And that is why so many parents come to us, and even young people. I've had people come to me from the local high schools, and they come to our building and they say, you know what, I'm fed up with the lack of discipline in our classroom. I want to try out city tutoring, and they enjoy it. And those of you who have been watching the channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've seen that it's unfiltered. You've seen that I try to share with you the reality of life in America and also the educational system. I will be, like I said, I've been trying to post math videos as well, but there's just so many things happening at the same time that I'm only one person, so I can only do so much. But I'm trying my best. I promise you. You do have my word on that. I was trying to put. I'm trying to create a video on one of my next videos is going to be on the least common multiple, least common denominator, and a little bit of notes on limits, the limits in calculus. And I guarantee you the problems you're going to see on the board are not the problems that you're going to see in your local, even at your local college calculus 1 level, because everything has been dumbed down and watered down in America. So anyway, if this is something that attracts you, if you are interested in what we offer here at City Tutoring, then I encourage you not only to subscribe to the channel, but to send me an email to see what the courses are like. If you're interested in taking a course, the courses are not expensive, by the way. Not certainly not for American standards. We charge $800 per semester. And so we have calculus 1, we have geometry, algebra, abstract algebra, even statistics. I personally don't teach statistics, though. That's the only class. I teach most of the maths, but statistics is the one class that I have someone else teach because I'm not interested in statistics. So the rest, please, if you have any questions, please let me know. And I thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I've always said I don't deserve your subscription because I'm just one person, and I try my best to present math in the way that is, it is a passion for me, but I'm always very humbled by the people who subscribe to this channel, because I'm humbled because, number one, I don't expect it. And number two, I always feel a sense that I'm not deserving of your admiration, but just know that you have my attention, and that I will always be here for you in an honest way. Thank you all, and God bless.